and welcome. This is Ask Profit. I am Agam Vakil. With me is Mahima Vajrajani, and we are here to take up all your queries that you have with respect to markets. But before that, we are going to quickly take a look at where, in fact, they are faring. And in the meantime, if you do have any queries with respect to any positions that you already have or positions that you are seeking to take, don't forget to write. Experts for today, we have Sameer Dalal of Natwarlal and Sons Stockbrokers, as well as Rajesh Palviya. He's the SVP at Technicals and Derivatives Research at Axis Securities, who's joining us on the show. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for joining in. Sameer.
As per Sameer Dalal. But with that, let's move on to the queries for the day. The first query is from Vijay Durga, who's from Rajamundry. Her query is on Cummins India. She's bought 100 shares for 3,700, and currently she's seeing a loss of roughly 9,000 rupees. Her question is whether she should hold or sell them. Rajesh, your view on Cummins India?
So overall, the structure on the long-term perspective is on the bullish side. Yes, in the near term, yes, some profit taking has been there in the stock, and the stock is now slipped below to their near-term moving averages. Looking at the near-term structure, we believe that if stocks manages to hold about 35.70, 35.60 zone, there is a possibility that we may see a pullback action from here onward, and then possibly stock may attempt to move higher towards 3600, 3640 kind of level, where again she should review it. If it crosses 3640, then yes, there is a possibility that furthermore upside towards 3800 we could see. But yes, it may take time. So if he has a time horizon of another 2 to 3 months, then she may hold on with stop loss of 3560.
All right. Well, that's the view coming in Cummins India. We move on and talk about SBI. Well, the question is from Ashok.
Now, he's asking whether this is the right time to buy Tata Steel or not. Rajesh, your view, whether it's the right time to enter Tata Steel right now?
So metal stocks are volatile in nature since last couple of weeks. Looking at the structure for Tata Steel, yes, for short-term perspective, he may buy around 155, 150 zone. He needs to keep the stop loss around 146. That's the important level on the downside. So 146 would be a stop loss. Wait for 155, 150 zone. That's the attractive level for near-term perspective. On the high side, 165 is the key resistance area. Once the stock crosses above 165, then there is a possibility of rally towards 175 to 180 zone. But it's not going to happen in 1 or 2 days. So he has to hold the position for another 1 to 2 month kind of time frame.
Okay. Well, we have it. That's the view coming in on Tata Steel. We'll take a fundamental view on two construction stocks.
Now, his query is on Max Health. He's bought Max Health at 1041 a piece for medium term. And he's asking whether he should exit and shift to some other stock. And if yes, what stock could he buy to compensate the kind of losses he's currently at? He's not given the number of shares he's purchased, but he's sitting on some 100 odd rupees loss per share. So, Rajesh, I'll come to you on this one. If not Max Health, then what?
Yeah, so Max Health is in downtrend on the near-term perspective. Stock is in correction mode. So I think he can switch to Fortis. That is looking very attractive. Stock is making series of higher top, higher bottom formation across all time frame. Stock is in bullish trajectory. We believe that Fortis has a potential to continue furthermore upside, and possible positional target for Fortis we could see towards 720 to 750 kind of zone on the high side. So I think buy and accumulate Fortis Healthcare with the downside stop loss of around 560.
Okay, well, Rajesh, I'll come back to you on the next query. This one is also on sale. That's Steel Authority of India. Well, the question is from Zenish, and he wants to know if he can enter sale now or wait a bit longer. What are the charts telling you, Rajesh?
So still sale is in consolidation. Broader consolidation range for the stock is around 122 on the downside, and on the high side 146. Stock is not going since anywhere in last 3 months. Even if he wants to buy this stock only, I think if you get the opportunity around 130 is a good level to buy the stock. keep your stop loss around 122. That's the slightly deeper stop loss, but that is the lower band of consolidation, so that needs to keep as a stop loss. 122 should be your stop loss, and on the high side 146 is the first resistance. If it crosses, then possible rally can extend to 155 to 160 zone, but it may take time. Looking at the structure, we believe that it may take a little longer time, around 4 to 5 month kind of time frame.
Alright, so 130 is the entry point and stop loss at 122 for sale. But the next query is from Saura, who's from Jaipur, Bangalore. Now, her question is on Vodafone Idea, and she's bought around 50,000 shares at 15.91 a piece, and she's asking whether it's good to hold or sell. Rajesh, your view on charts, how does Vodafone look on charts?
So Mahima, it's very difficult to analyze this stock on charts, as nothing on the price action. The stock is already corrected, and looking at the structure across all time frame, the stock is looking weak. This is if I analyze on the monthly chart also, this is the 4th consecutive month stock is making lower high low formation. So I think we may see furthermore supply pressure on the stock as the near term short term structure is looking weak. On the downside, 8 rupees 50 paisa is the next level where stock can correct further. On the high side, until the stock not crosses about 10 rupees 50 paisa, I think sell on rise would be the strategy for a near term trading perspective. So I think we may see further more downside in this stock, as nothing is happening on the buying front, though stock is in oversold trajectory.
Yeah, it's been a tough stock to be in, Vodafone Idea, and despite all the positive news that comes through, it always gets sold into. But we have another query when it comes to PFC and Coal India.
The next query is from Sudhakar, who's from Kolkata, and he wants a view on two defense stocks, that is BEL and HAL, and he's asking whether do I expect them to grow. Rajesh, both of these stocks, how do they look on charts?
So after a correction in most of the defense stocks, now some recovery is taking place, be it HAL, be it BEL. Both stock has shown a recovery since last couple of days. Looking at the recovery in BEL, if the stock manages to cross about 295, then possible rally can extend to 310 to 315. At this juncture, if he wants to buy or if you're already holding the position, should keep stop loss towards 278 to hold BEL. For HL, stock has also shown some recovery, and looking at the near-term structure, 4600 is the immediate supply zone. And if the stock crosses those levels, then I think this rally can extend to 4680 to 4750 kind of zone. So for HL, I think he should now keep the stop loss around 4420 to hold the position for this pullback action which is happening in the HL.
Okay, well, unfortunately, dear viewers, we are completely out of time on this edition of Ask Profit. We will most likely try and take the balance of your queries in, well, other shows, and other than that, we potentially could have a spillover for the show tomorrow. But for now, we are going to have to unfortunately conclude this edition of Ask Profit. I'm going to thank both our experts, Samir and Rajesh, for joining us and taking us through and solving a whole host of your queries. It's a wrap, but lots more lined up on the other side. Stay with NDTV Profit.